This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Welcome to TPC Sawgrass, known for one of the most terrifying holes in all of golf, the 17th Island Green. This is Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo for EA Sport. And we'll be calling all the action for today's event. Frank, you're no stranger to this layout, and what's nice about it, Frank, is it doesn't favor any one style of play. The Bombers have won here, and so too have the point-to-point guys, the shorter hitters.
Yeah, the Bombers have to take advantage of the par fives. That's where they get their advantage. But there's so many positional tee shots out here, then all of a sudden, the guys, when you throttle back, you give the advantage back to the shorter hitters. Very well-balanced golf course.
Up for the big boys now, Frank.
Well, we saw that previous tee shot go 310. This one's further.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
Chance for back-to-back.
One under early in the round. Nice scoring opportunity here. 532-yard par 5 second hole, Frank. Considered one of the easier holes on the golf course. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you can just cut this in half. 532 yards divided by 2. Really, it's 2 tee shots over 260 yards. For these guys, nothing more than a 3 or a 4 wood. And that's why all you need off the tee is just a 3 wood with a little draw.
You disappointed if you don't make 4 here?
Not disappointed, but obviously you lose at least half a shot on the field.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
And getting ready for the putt. Has it for another birdie. 2 holes, 2 birdies. Setting up for the third hole here at TPC Sawgrass. Relatively short par 3 at 177 yards.
But you've got to carry that ball at least 4 or 5 yards onto this green, even when it's firm. Second shot.
Ooh, what a shot right there. Beautifully done. So much focus here, Frank, on 16, 17, and 18. Number 4 is a hole that gets overlooked, but it's a fun one.
Yeah, the second shot here is more daunting, especially when that flag's on the left. So you really do start. Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though?
But look at this. Look at all the power in that coil.
Long just meant longer.
Good tee shot right in the short grass. Frank, the second here at the 4th is a dangerous shot.
Once again, this is another example of where you have to look at the green. Where exactly is the flag? If it's on that high portion, you've got to fly it all the way back.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Frank, this is a nice run right here.
Oh, yeah, and this is very makeable, too. Excellent chance for 4 in a row.
Drops another birdie and moves to 4 under on the day. Frank, how about this par 4 fifth?
I lost count the number of bunkers here, off the tee and sort of in play with the second shot if you're in trouble, or even the one that's sort of left and long. Really good par 4, though. Fairway somehow has to be achieved if you want to reduce this par 4 to just a simple 2-shotter. Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
To where the hole is cut, just about 190 yards, Frank. Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich. Rich, I'm starting to lose count. This is just birdie after birdie.
It's all-time stuff. I mean, this is territory we just don't visit very often. Oh, maybe lifted right there, just sort of peaked. In for par, we'll sit tight at 4 under. Hole number 6, I really like this hole, Frank. It's fun, par 4.
Yeah, very claustrophobic tee shot, heading through that chute to the fairway. Starts to open up, and then it sort of shrinks in again because of all the palm trees around this green. But very short par 4, so if you're good with a wedge, good chance for 3.
Frank, getting set for this approach shot. Our featured golfer is a player, it's obvious, in full flight right now.
It is. This is where it doesn't matter what the sport is, and golf is a great example for it, though, where when you play your best, it's almost like you're just playing out of your subconscious. Everything happens, it just flows, and you don't really think about it.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration, or it's an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, what do you think of the 7th?
Interesting par 4 for 2 reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole that also shapes to the right, that makes it look like a dogleg right. But really, you want to play that tee shot just inside those pot bunkers down the right side.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
And from that position, a good chance to get at this hole location at number 7. Frank, you've been there. What's the best way to approach this next shot at the 7th hole?
There's a lot of mounding on this 7th green, to the right and the left. You can use those mounds to kick the ball to the flag.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. TPC Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Here at the 8th, Frank, most players are happy walking out of here with a par 3.
And the reason why, it's a very narrow entry to this green. It's just littered with bunkers around, left, behind, to the side, and even short. Once you get further up the green, though, even though this is sort of an undulating green, it starts to widen up. So don't get trapped into just looking at the front of this hole.
That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop. Not a problem there, Rich.
And he makes it for par. Frank, I think this is one of the most fascinating holes on the golf course. The 583-yard par 5 9th hole.
With technology now, a lot more players can reach this par 5 and 2. Gone are the days where it was a true three-shotter, but I remember when Sergio Garcia hit that 3-wood from, what was it, 270, 280 yards? Still one of the best shots I've ever seen.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Frank made this hole just a little bit harder hitting it into the rough.
I would say a lot harder.
Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Shouldn't be a problem here. That's birdie, and that's just another example of how everything seems to be clicking today, especially on the greens.
Yeah, good green reading too. You've got to take your hat off to that. The line has been perfect and the pace has matched it.
Really powering up here. Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Get down! Lay down! Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Wow, what a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
Let's go to the 11th. Now, it's a par 5 and a fun hole, Frank. You can make anything from 3 to 7 here.
And that's why, as the start of the back nine, especially on a Sunday, this becomes such a pivotal hole to start a run. This par 5 and 2, it's a very narrow green. The layup, well, it's actually an awkward layup, Rich, because you've got to push that ball to the left side, almost like a zigzag approach.
And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. We're also seeing more long putters in the game.
Yeah, there's a choice. If you don't feel comfortable with a normal grip and you've got a few nerve issues, then you can use a longer version, jam it in your chest, have a different fulcrum point.
Frank, how about this third shot to the par 5 11?
Well, coming from the right side, once again, you have to be exact on the distance because that green now is at the wrong angle.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. This one just requires a little bit of focus. I mean, you just don't see this too often. How about 9 birdies on the card today? What a round. Up now, hole number 12. It's a short one, 358-yard, par 4.
This can catch you off guard. If you just try and hit the ball on the fairway, if you're on the middle of the fairway, the left side, you will have a blind second shot. So ideally, hit it down that right side of the fairway if you want to see the flag. Just smokes it.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
This is a good-looking shot. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. All right, Frank, he has already secured the hat trick, 3 birdies in a row. This could be something pretty special.
It's starting to look very easy for him out here.
Always like to get the double figures under par. 10 under already. And Frank, we always like when they have the whole location back left and that ball trickles down, feeds, and you can see some really good ones and maybe even an ace here.
Yeah, just like Mickelson a few years ago. Down there, it looked like it was going to flirt with a bunker, ran up and over the ridge, and in it goes. This is one where you have to play ground ball as well as high ball.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he was thinking on that.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Okay, good shot on the dance floor. That's good work. That's a good par right there. Frank, historically in this great championship, 14 has proven to be a pivotal hole.
Everybody focuses on the finish here, but you're absolutely right, Rich. This can be an absolute scorecard wrecker because if you spin your drive left, the drop back, perhaps on the ladies' tees, you can make 6 in a heartbeat. You try and air to the right, you can make 6 from the mounds. So good drive down 14 gives you a chance for that fast finish.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. You'll like the sound of this. The 11 under par for the round. Now to the 15th, and Frank, I know this is a hole that you really like.
Yeah, it gets no respect in my book, which I think is a shame. Just a nice dogleg to the right. And really 2 good shots and a 3 here, which is actually a rarity. It sets you up for those closing 3 holes. Too often people just take 15 lightly. And 15 has just a gentle nibble that turns into a bite.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now he'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
No putter, no problem. Slams that into the cup. Frank, I think one of the things that fans love about this gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, each hole has that sort of hold your breath moment. Certainly 17, we know when that ball's in the air, you're holding your breath. Is it wet or dry? 16, same on that second shot. You're holding your breath wondering, where is it? Right in the water or left with a chance for 3?
That's why you don't want to get too sloppy on that tee shot. A lot of people look at 16 because there's a wide fairway and they think just get it down there. But the extra 10 or 15 yards, there's a little ridge down that left side. If you catch that, the ball will kick good 20 yards further forward. 20 yards is 2 clubs. I'd much rather go into 17 with a 4-iron than a 2-iron.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
knocking down all the shots today. Now at 13 under. Frank, you think about heartache here at 17 through the years. What comes to mind?
Obviously, sure, so severely at 17 for a miss. But you're rewarded, too, for bravery. And it's that fine line between being a hero and a fool. And it comes down to 137 yards.
What a display of shot-making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you've played 17 holes and the job isn't done yet.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon. Oh, it's fine.
Phil Mickelson said it's like walking on a balance beam. If it's only a foot off the ground, you do it no problem. But if you raise it 10 stories, then it becomes an entirely different proposition.
Well, you see it. As you walk down 16, you look across the lake. There's the green, you see the stand. And then, of course, when you putt out on 16, there's an 80-yard walk to the 17th tee. And over 80 yards, it's a lot of time for the rats to spin on the treadmill inside your head.
That was a solid strike and a good result. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, just some great golf here today.
Yeah, that's a round to remember. Not often you play that well and you feel like you were head and shoulders above the rest of the field.
What a thrill to watch. And for Frank Nobilo and our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.